Hello, Alice. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and thank you for being a great support to the project. And first and foremost, I would like to thank my project team for being the strong pillar for Project Eden. And this meeting is regarding the lessons learned from Project Eden and what are the necessary steps we need to be learning from this for our future projects. So let's quickly move on to the agenda for today's evening. So our first and foremost agenda is going to be our project overview. I'm just going to give a gist about what our project is, followed by evaluating performance and goals. Following this, we'll be looking at the timeline and the quality of the project. Next will be the budget we have used for the project, followed by our highlights and what are the challenges we faced during our project. And this will be followed by how the human factors have worked here. Next is going to be the important one, which is what went well with the project and what could have been better. What are our key takeaways and what are the action items we need to be taking for the future of our other projects? So let's quickly move on to each of the topics. The first one is our project overview. So the original goals and objectives of our project is that we had to construct a duplex house for our VIP client, Mr. Chris Hemsworth, of about 1,000 square feet, in which we have established using energy efficient and sustainable materials. This is actually done to minimize the carbon emissions through the use of smart thermostats, water management systems, solar panels, and other landscaping designs. So followed by this is about our project, and followed by this, the original success criteria for the project success is that to construct without any damage or harm to the environment and to satisfy our premium client, Mr. Hemsworth. And in this project, the success will be measured through something called the life cycle assessment, which cannot be measured immediately as this is an energy efficient building. And here we will also be checking the building energy consumption percentage. So these two factors will be the criteria to measure our project success. Followed by this, we'll be looking at has the project been completed and what is the stage of the project? Yes, the project is completed and the keys have been handed over to our client. And one good news is that the whole project team is being invited for a party at Mr. Chris Hemsworth's house for the original opening ceremony. So let's quickly move on to the next one is evaluating performance goals. Here we be what were the actual project outcomes that we experienced in this project is that the installation of energy efficient fixtures has been properly and successfully done. And next thing, the building has been constructed with sustainable materials as promised. So basically an energy efficient building and a sustainable building. So we used materials which are sustainable. Followed by this, the area of the project has been slightly exceeded. Rather than the original plan construction, we planned for 1,000 square feet, and here we have an exceeding of about 20 square feet extra, which is so the total construction of the house has been 1,020 square feet. And the landscape designs and the stormwater drain installation have been differently approached rather than what we have designed. Followed by this, now we'll look at the KPIs, the key performance indicators for measuring the success of this. The first and foremost are measuring criteria is going to be through the customer satisfaction rating. Next is going to be through the safety ratings. Followed by this, the performance in terms of energy saving. As I was saying in the previous slide, the one where we'll be measuring the energy consumption of the building, and followed by how much resource has been consumed for the construction of this building, which are without damaging the environment. So these are our four KPIs for measuring the success of our project. And let's move on to our next topic, which is the timeline and which is the most important one of our project. So first, if you look at this chart, that you can see. We had like 9 milestones, including closing. We had like 10 milestones, and our project was planned from 25th of July, which would be completed on the 10th of April. But we couldn't follow the same schedule. There have been slight changes in our schedule, and we were behind our schedule, which is actually lag in our part. This was because basically, if you can see the next chart, we'll have the same milestones but a different timeline for this. This is because we planned during a vacation period where we couldn't hire the required skilled laborers for it. So we had to push here and there for our project. And so if you look at the second chart, you can see that the project was started on the 25th of July, but it was completed only on the 20th of May. So it is almost like 1 month and 10 days lagging behind the original schedule. And this is purely because there was a mistake on our side. From this, you can see the third milestone and the second milestone was done after August, in the month of September, because August is the prime vacation period. So this is about our timeline for the project. And next, we'll be looking at the quality performance. And here, if you look at what is our actual outcome here, all the above stated measures were met and no compromise was made in material quality or fixture standards. So we made sure that all the building materials, even though they are sustainable, are of good quality, and the fixtures we are using are of high quality and standard. Next, in addition to this, a quality check officer was added to our team to check the construction procedure and if they have been following the proper quality standards for the construction of a sustainable building. So this is a new addition to our team, as we've not had a quality office prior during our planning stage. And next, if you can see here, the initial quality standards. Okay, the initial quality standards are such as the materials used are sustainable and handpicked by the contractors and the procurement manager. Followed by this, the purchasing of solar panels were of high quality, and we focused on the weight of the material because we didn't want to put too much weight on the roof of the building. And then next was installing the initial interior fixtures, which were of high durability and good battery life. And next, the usage of materials of class 1, which is of high quality. So basically, this whole topic is about the quality and how we have met our quality in that terms. Next, the KPIs for measuring success here are they can be measured on based on the number of defects that occur during the project, and time taken to fix these defects, and number of total quality inspections, as now we have a quality check officer, and the output of work, how it looks and how durable it is. All these were checked using our quality of officer. So this was about our quality performance, and I would like to say that our project team has been so strong and so creative in solving any defects that occurred during the project, and we never compromised on the quality. Next, let's move on to the budget of the project. Here, if you look at this table, you can see the estimated cost and the actual cost. So there is a slight difference in our project area, which is about 20 square feet more. But as you can see in the total of the tabular column, the estimated cost was about $87,350, but the actual cost for the project was about $96,251. So it was almost like $10,000 apart. This is because there are drawbacks from our side, and one important thing is that we did not plan ahead about the increase in product materials. And as we are looking at sustainable materials, it is going to cost us more, and the energy fixtures and all the fittings for the water management system, the solar panels, everything cost us more than the budget that we had been fixed. So this is our actual. So we had been slightly lagging in our schedule, as well as we went a little over budget for our project, and it was about $10,000. Next, about the highlights. Our major accomplishments for this project are is uh, I'm repeating the same thing because I'm glad about it that we have completed the project without any construction defect. We have checked for it about a million times before handing it over to our client. Followed by this, the successful installation of energy saving fixtures, which is a big success as we'll be have been nominated by IGBC, and we have to again send our reports to them. And then no compromise in the quality of our work. And next, high customer rating for being user friendly and minimalistic. So even though he's a VIP client, he wanted this house to be a minimalistic and comfortable and user friendly, not just so complicated and jumbled or a puzzle within the house. Even though it's a small house, we've made it more user friendly, and we've used each and every space in a creative way that without wasting any spaces or giving any uh, obscure angles to the house. Next will be what are the methods that worked well for us. The first and the foremost is appointing the quality officer, which has been a big success to us because this has helped us in minimizing the defects. And then we also used the lean techniques to minimize the waste generated from the construction process, and also by using Six Sigma to eliminate defects in the project. And then the third one in our highlights is going to be what was found to be particularly useful to accomplish this project, the use of skilled laborers. So as I was saying, during September, we couldn't, sorry, during August, we couldn't get the proper skilled laborers, but we could get them during September. And this has been a success for us and useful to us as we were able to use the skilled laborers who helped in minimizing the wastage and defects and the cooperation of client who has given us ample time to complete the project, even though we were lagging behind in our schedule. And next was the project team's effort to complete the project based on the IGBC standards. Even as a even if someone went wrong somewhere, we had like proper meetings to rectify our mistakes and see what can be done to improve it. So these are our project highlights. Quickly, let's move on to what are the challenges we faced during this course. So the major constraints and challenges was finding the right energy saving fixtures. Yes, we did choose the ones which have high quality, but it did take us a lot of time. This was one of the major challenges. The other one was to coordinate with the landscape personnel because only the designs were given from our end because the client had other partnerships who he wanted to do the original design in the site, and to check if their work has proper quality because we'll be the ones who will be nominated. So we have to check if the landscape was done properly. So we had to coordinate with them. Followed by this, to develop the water treatment plant without causing any damage to the landscape design because it was in the same area and the same surface on the same topography, and we didn't want to disturb anything, and it had to go along with each other. And next, to make sure the battery backup for solar panel functioned properly and it did not get worn out easily and it had good durability. So these were our four major challenges that we had to face, and we had to sort it out so that there was no defect in our project. Followed by this, how did we overcome our challenges? To overcome this, we made a list of suppliers from our global market. We didn't just fix off with our local markets. We just wanted to find out the best quality for the sustainable and energy saving fixtures, and that's how we found our right fittings. And then we set up a formal meeting with the landscape contractor to plan the schedule based on how the work can be done concurrently. As the construction has been going, the landscape also was being done. And then we made a schedule to first complete the treatment plan, and then we had a schedule to complete the landscape design. Then followed by this, we invested more in inviting our technicians who could customize the battery models based on the capacity which was needed for the building. Because being a duplex house, there's going to be a lot of energy consumption. So we wanted it to be through solar panels. So we wanted the battery life to be more. So that's how we used our technicians to customize batteries to increase the lifespan of the solar panel energy. Followed by this, uh, technical challenges. As mentioned, our major technical challenge was to fit the energy efficient fixtures and to develop solar panels for every unit in the house. So, what we mean by this is that we could install solar panels, but we had to connect it to every electrical line of the building, which was a slight that which was I mean, we had a slight challenge there, and then to tune the thermostats based on the needs of the house. So, three technical challenges were these. So, human factors. Uh, First, I would say there were no problems with our project team, as we have been working together for, I think, like 5 to 6 years together for like a lot of projects as of now. So I just want to give you a report on how it went. So the first and foremost is if the project manager has reported to the appropriate parties. Yes, the project as I was reporting to our project manager, and she was the one who took care of everything, and she would update the status of what is the progress of the project every week to all of the stakeholders and also to the client. And then if project management was effective, yes, it was handled carefully and did not lag anywhere. This was because the team also contributed very well and they had follow-ups on every task that was done. And followed by this, it was the project team organized and adequately staffed? Yes, they devised a communication plan here, which worked out effectively, and they were able to keep up with the project due to the reports they made, and which was maintained throughout the course of the project. And then the next one, uh, did the project manager and the team receive proper training? Yes, the team is already a trained team, and new additions to the team in terms of sustainable architects and landscape designers have been very useful in this project, as they were giving new inputs to the already trained team in areas of sustainability, green architecture, and all those factors. And then was there efficient communication among project team members? Yes, as I mentioned previously, I don't want to repeat myself. We had a good devised communication plan for the whole project. And then did the functional areas collaborate effectively? Yes, I mean, conflicts are generally going to be a part of any project. Yes, we did have slight disagreements amongst the team members, with our contractors, suppliers. But what we did is like we had like weekly meetings, or a meeting as soon as we have a disagreement, and we would sort it then and there without having any what to say, without any ego or arguments. We would like to sit together, and we work together to find out what was the feasible solution that satisfied everyone, and that's how we solved all our issues. So did conflicts I mean conflicting goals did not cause any interdepartmental issues? Yes, it did not create any huge errors to the project. As I mentioned already, we would sort it then and there and find out what is the feasible solution. So I would think the important factor for the success of the project is only through the project team and the rapport we maintain with our contractors and suppliers. So let me move on to the next one. Yes, coming on to the important part, which is what went well with the project. So first, the strength of the project team. So we had a strongly connected project team. We had highly skilled laborers to complete the work, highly efficient and complete design. We did not lag anywhere in our designs or walkthroughs or sketches or anything. And the manager was very well connected, and she had good leadership skills. That's how she maintains her team. And then a creative team to develop new strategies to resolve issues and problems during construction. And we kept record of every small work that was completed during the project, be it a small purchase of a tap or a pipe or anything. There was record bills, receipts of everything that was documented and reported and maintained, which was circulated to everyone in the team through our networks. And there was no hide and seek. Everything was transparent. This was the strength of our project team. This is how the project went well. Followed by this, the client relationship with the client. We had weekly updates with the client and showing the next step of the process before doing it, and then getting his approval and finding if the client is satisfied till what has been done. And then we maintained a very good rapport with Mr. Chris, and the organization focused on providing customer satisfaction. And we never took the project to our own ways and own ideas. Instead, we would just give him a gist of what we're going to do next, how it's going to be done, and then we would seek his approval, look at his facial expressions, what he's thinking, and then we would go on about it. That's how this whole project has been functioning. So these were times when the whole team had fun and whole team was organized and engaged in completing the project. Process that work well, the quality of the project, then collaboration with the contractors and vendors. We had amazing collaborations with contractor and vendors. And I would like to make an announcement today that we have made 2 partnerships with 2 of our contractors, ABC contractors and XYZ contractors. So we have made new partnerships. We were not partners with them previously, but when we were finding energy saving fixtures, we had partnered with them. And since they have given us good quality products, we are partnering with them. And I think we'll have a good relationship with our future projects. And we were easily solving our issues within the team, and coordination with partners for landscape design. As I was saying, landscape construction was done by another architect, which was not a part of our organization, but we had good relationship with him and we were able to communicate with him, and he was also open to listen to what we were doing. And Priyanka from our team, who's a landscape architect, was also generous enough to abide by what he also wants to give, and they coordinated well amongst themselves and produced good landscape designs. I think the drawings are on your table. You can have a look at how it has gone. Next, what could have been better? We did lag in few areas, as I was saying, in our schedule, time, and our cost. So I think there are other factors where we could have been better. So the weakness in our project is that we could have prepared a schedule that consumed less time for construction, or we could have prepared a schedule where we omitted August month and we could have started from September. The next thing, we should have made it contingent. We did have a contingency reserve, which was about 7%, but we could have made one which was about 14 to 15%, because there was like $10,000 increase, and we had to again explain the whole thing to the client to get funds for the project. So this was one big weakness, because it does not give a good name to your organization if you keep increasing the cost from the budget to something else when you're starting to construct. So I think from the next time we'll have to make extra percentage forecast what will increase and how it's going to be done. And then for the new, we had like 3 site engineers for this project, and I think 2 of them need proper training to be more efficient. They are trained, they are equipped, they are educated, but the thing is, they are not very certified for sustainable and green buildings. I think they need training in that area. And then we had like planning errors, as I mentioned, in cost and time. This was our weakness, and this could have been better. And then processes that could have worked well are like the schedule of the project did not go as planned, and the cost changes were not prioritized properly, and the landscape design could have been handled well with our own architects instead of outsourcing as requested by the client. So even though we had a good landscape architect, the client did not want to move forward with our company I think it was for the best, but still we could have done it on our own because even though they had good meetings, good rapport with them, it's not our own design fully completely, so we cannot take credit for the full project. So next time when we plan, we need to make sure to the client that when we are doing a project for them, it's going to be solely depending on our whole organization. So we should have made our terms and conditions clear where we did not, and this is one factor that we've been lagging. And the key takeaways here, first and foremost, always plan contingency reserve, make 10% expense projection to meet sudden cost rise in materials, fixtures, laborers, and everything. Second, maintenance of solar panels is hard and needs to find out solutions that are effective and monitored every month. So I think we need to have follow-ups. Even though we've handed the key over to the client, we need to have follow-ups to check how the solar panels function. And followed by this, we need to use proper expertise to construct a water management system and not hinder the project schedule. As I was saying, the water management system and landscape had to be constructed concurrently, but we had to make few adjustments with our water management system as we couldn't do it concurrently, and we had to like delay our schedule and all that. So that's that. And next one, to never plan for construction during vacation period, as it is hard to get skilled laborers. So I'm just summing up whatever I spoke, and I'm just giving you a key takeaway, like what we have to take away from this project. And a procurement to be planned ahead, and market forecast to be done to know when the price of the products are lesser instead of spending too much for the materials. Yes, these are our important 5 key takeaways from this project, because we need these for the other forthcoming projects that we'll be doing. So we've come to the end of our meeting, and these are our action items. We need to create new templates, new records, new reporting for our cost management, followed by we need to have time-saving new construction techniques to be adapted. For example, we need to use like prefabricated structures instead of using a lot of brick construction. And then followed by this, we need to recruit lean Six Sigma belt people to handle projects that contribute more to the environment without depleting the environment around us, and to maintain records such as change requests, variance reports, and project health reports. These are our 4 action items that we'll be taking. So I'll just repeat it once more. We need a new cost management plan. We need to use time-saving construction techniques and use new other ways of constructions, and then we need to recruit new Lean Six Sigma personnel for minimizing the defects and wastage in the construction, and we need to have change requests, variance reports, and project health reports to be maintained regularly. So these are our 4 action items, and I have summed up the whole lessons learned for our project Eden. And thank you for giving me this opportunity once again. And I think we'll move forward to our next project. And I really am glad to work with to have worked with this team under your supervision too, Miss Alice. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.